111.
112.
112.
How do you hear?
Loud and clear. One more difference with Europe. How do you read? The typical, no, the IK or response is reading U5, or reading U4, or 3, or 2,
So
or
you
1.
say, how do you read?
How do you read? Now it's 5, reading 5. And here I understand you say loud and clear?
Loud and clear.
Okay.
I read you 5.
Read you 5.
I read you 5. Fantastic. So with the fuel, we actually don't need a request taxi, but we will just because we could take the ramp, but taking Alpha is easier because you're not next to all those close airplanes. So we could just...
Where's the fuel?
Up Alpha and on the left side, right over here.
Okay.
Yep. Perfect. Yeah, we'll do that when we're done fueling. There we go. Welcome aboard, Arno.
Thank you. This you don't check?
This, no, not with these avionics.
Orange ground. Good morning, Robinson. 78 Hotel Whiskey's flight test of the antennas with Alpha B.
I used to with the 6-pack steam gauges all the time.
Robinson calling Torrance Ground. Say call sign again, please.
78 Hotel Whiskey.
That's a dog.
Yeah, little dog walking, dog walking.
Taxi
78
lines.
Hotel
No
Whiskey,
taxi
Roger, you're going to be cleared out of the Torrance class Delta Circle 30 south of Torrance Airport. Maintain close VFR at or below 2,000. Before leaving class Delta surface area or VFR conditions.
If you'd like to go eastbound, there will be special VFR below 2,000. We'll call clear VFR. 78 Hotel Whiskey.
So he's doing special VFR right now.
Okay, yeah, well, eastbound.
Thank you.
There we are, look at that. That's a perfect morning for
this, yeah.
IFR practice. I hope that layer is thicker than 1,000 feet, but we'll see. I hope we're in the soup the entire time.
So do I. But we won't, I know.
Yeah. Now you know what the layer here looks like in LA.
And yesterday afternoon, the layer went back in.
Correct, it goes, yeah, it burns off at like noon, then it comes back.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, when it cools down again. That's how it works. That's how that works.
It's on chart, or map, and you zoom.
So chart, because when you zoom in, there's no safe taxi like the newer. Yep, and then you could zoom in over there. So we could get on with.
This is a ramp area.
So this still is ramp. You're good, but you could get on from here and with Torrance Ground and say Torrance Ground, Cirrus 966 Tango Tango, East Tees, looking to taxi to fuel.
Okay. Oh, hold just a second here. I have to put this on the right direction and freeze it. So, Torrance Ground.
Yep, so we have that in
it's
120.9. Yep.
Okay. Torrance Ground, good morning. Cirrus 966 Tango Tango at East Tees, looking for a taxi to the fuel station.
Cirrus 966 Tango Tango Torrance Ground. Taxi to fuel via Alpha Echo.
Taxi to fuel via Alpha and Echo 6 Tango Tango.
Solid. Look at that. So Alpha and then Echo over here, left on Echo. It'll be up Alpha right over there.
Parking brakes is, what is that?
So no, it's, where's it at? Oh, it's down there.
Oh,
the
old,
side.
oh yeah. That's the first iteration.
I go from the Cessna one where you do that to this. But then the newer Cirruses have that same Cessna-like lever.
Okay, we are turning left, showing a left turn. Brake is to the right.
Solid.
Those flashing lights, it's for the IFR part or what?
It's just for the runway lights.
They're on even on daytime? No.
I believe they're for the IFR approaches, for the IFR. Yep.
Okay, this is Alpha.
And if they are on during the day, they're probably much less noticeable. This is Alpha and then Echo on the left, up ahead. And Robertson is cranking out helicopters.
And they're all over the place. In Belgium, we have many of them, the 44s, the 22s.
Really?
Our king, in Belgium it's a kingdom, is a licensed pilot, and he flies a 44.
Wow, 44, they look good.
I like the yellow one.
Yeah, it's a good looking helicopter.
And once he showed up unannounced on a small airfield, I happened to be there.
Really?
But safety personnel, they had called ahead of time to the airport to say, hey, this will happen, be sure that everything is okay.
That's crazy.
So they manufacture the Robinson here.
Yes.
So this is the main plant.
This is the main, yeah, and I even heard it's not only the main, but it's the only one.
Oh.
Yeah, but what do I know?
Now I know.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Pretty cool how that
It's
works.
a self-serve pump?
Uh-huh, yep. Yeah. Self-serve fuel.
So your student, was it Walter, is that the name?
Walter, yes.
So he must be super happy now.
Oh yeah, he's filing IFR all over the place.
Does he use his airplane for business or what?
Privately.
What does he do?
Enjoy it. He actually runs a company that has to do with drug testing.
Oh.
Yeah, something in the vicinity of that. Really interesting stuff. You know, like companies have mandatory testing and things like that. So yeah, so every time we went flying, he tested me before.
Because you're a drug lord?
He administered a test every single time. Oh boy.
Oh, but you mean like real drug testing? I thought like pharmaceutical drug checks and tests and trials and...
No, so like if like you work for a company, they have to legally provide random drug tests to their employees. So that's what he...
Same as for ATC or...
Yeah, I think it's all like most big companies, and then here's Echo.
On our left.
Yep.
Oh.
So he deals with that, yeah. Drug testing. And or alcohol, I think, something like that.
Well, we have a sling factory on site there.
Oh, look at that, yeah. Sling Pilot Academy.
I don't like them.
You don't like Sling?
Well, I got checked out on one, but both.
Not your thing?
No, too light, too...
I've never flown in one.
It's just sticky. It just...
Thick, yeah. There we go, and then we could just keep coming here, and then you'll park the left wing right next to the fuel island. And you could even go closer to it so your nose wheel is on the white line. That should be enough clearance, but we'll keep an eye out. There we are.
Stop here.
You could go a little... This is good right here. Perfect. Solid. Yeah, perfect. There we go. So now it's a hot engine. We just ran it. And so really what we could just do is mixture full rich. And you don't even need a boost, just 1/4 inch open on the throttle, or even a little more than a 1/4, and you can just start the airplane.
You say more air,
More
right?
air, yeah.
And no boost even?
I don't think we even need boost, yeah, especially because we left it on there before we shut it off, so I'm saying there's enough fuel in there. Yeah.
Okay.
Clear! There we are. There we go. Solid. Easy schmazoo. You guys, I'm shocked you guys don't say easy schmazoo in Belgium. Oh boy.
In Belgium, we would say facile.
Facile.
Or more locally, fastoche.
You stole those words out of my mouth. That's exactly what I was thinking of. Fastoche.
Fastoche.
Facile. Amazing. And then we can get the alternators on. Boom, boom. And then we could raise it, the fuel with this knob to what this is saying. So we're looking at 10, 20, 36 plus 37 equals
73.
Boom. There we go.
-1 for safety.
Good. And then we could do fuel done.
Fuel done.
And reviewed. Confirm. Confirm. And there you have it. So this goes to, I guess once it initializes and figures out where we're at, it will show up Torrance.
Okay, because it's too early.
Yeah. Then it shows the automatic chart for the airport. So we could go literally make a right over here and point towards that helicopter.
Are we clear right?
Yep, clear right. Clear right. This is perfect right here. And we could get on with ground and say Torrance ground, Cirrus 9066 Tango Tango. Looking to pick up our IFR to Palomar. Ready to copy. IFR clearance.
Okay. Let's hope for the best.
And if he asks, are you familiar with SoCal Papa 11 routing? We'll say yes, because we have it on our flight.
So you should call it SoCal Papa 11.
Something like that, in the vicinity.
Okay. A cold call?
The whole thing, yep.
The whole thing?
Yep, Torrance ground, Cirrus 906 Tango Tango, looking to pick up our
You don't want to
IFR.
call him first and then, no. Yeah.
You only cold call approach en route.
Yeah.
Here they want you to just say the whole thing.
All right. Torrance ground, good morning. Cirrus 9066 Tango Tango and the fuel pumps looking to pick up our IFR clearance into Palomar.
Cirrus 9066 Tango Tango Torrance ground, clear to Palomar Airport via flight, runway heading. Intercept the Los Angeles 170 radial to Limbo. Victor 64, Victor 363, Dana, Victor 23, Oceanside direct, climbing to maintain 3,000. Expect 5,000, 10 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 124.3, squawk 4702.
November 6 Tango Tango is clear to Palomar via runway heading. Intercept LAX 170 radial to Limbo. Victor 64, Victor 363, Dana intersection, Victor 23, Oceanside VOR direct. Climb to 3,000, expect 5,000 10 minutes after departures. Departure frequency 124.3, squawk 4702.
Cirrus 6 Tango Tango, read back, correct?
Whoa.
Woo!
Whoa. Whoa. Amazing. Solid.
So we
Now,
request taxi.
let's first listen to ATIS, because they want us to give them the ATIS information before when we call. So ATIS is on the standby of 2, so we could just press that.
Oh.
Good.
Torrance Airport information, Bravo, time 1450 Zulu, wind 150 at 4, visibility 3, mist, ceiling 700 overcast, temperature 182.18, altimeter 2986, ILS runway 29er right approaching use, landing and departing runways 29er. Torrance Tower frequency 133.07. Use caution for bird activity on or in the vicinity of the airport. Hazardous weather information for California and coastal waters available on flight service frequencies. All aircraft read hold short instructions and runway assignment with call sign. Notice airmen, runway 29er left VASI out of service. 5G NOTAMs are in effect. Multiple cranes in the vicinity of Torrance Airport. Check NOTAMs for more information. There are multiple TFRs in effect in the vicinity of Los Angeles and surrounding areas. Check NOTAMs and flight service for more information. Advise on initial contact you have information. Bravo.
Bravo.
So we have Bravo. If we ever should contact flight service, what's the frequency?
Not flight service, approach.
No, check flight service for NOTAMs, you said.
Oh, you could call their phone number. (800-992-7433), 24 hours a day. Well, here's a frequency too.
Available from here?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Flight service station. Those are sure going away.
Yeah. Torrance ground Cirrus 966 Tango at the fuel station with Bravo request taxi for an IFR departure.
Cirrus 966 Tango, you're on Torrance Tower.
Oops, sorry.
We'll do that, and then we're there, we got 120.9er.
Torrance ground Cirrus 966 Tango fuel station, request taxi for an IFR departure, information Bravo.
66 Tango Torrance Tower, runway 29er right, taxi via Echo Alpha Juliet.
Taxi to runway 29er right via Echo Alpha and Juliet 6 Tango.
Perfect.
So this is Echo.
Alpha, and then Juliet will be a left turn there.
At the end.
Exactly.
Okay, but shouldn't we prepare the whole thing?
Let's do it in the run-up.
In the run-up?
In the run-up area, yeah. We'll load it all up. Just in terms of copying it down, I always rather ask for it here, and then, because sometimes they say it's on request, and it takes a few minutes, rather
it's
than
better
just sit,
than wait there,
and then we could taxi.
And block somebody else.
Yeah. So we could be efficient.
So he did not mention SoCal SoCal Papa 11.
Right. He spelled it all out. So basically, it is.
It is, but it's spelled it out.
But he gave us a full route clearance rather than just give us that tech route name. Exactly.
So this is the.
This is Echo and then Alpha.
No, but this is the whole short line coming out.
Yeah, so this right here is that point where you go from ramp to taxi, and this is the area where you have to be in communication with ground.
It's the same signage as an exit point from the runway.
Similar. You mean the whole short line? Similar. So there's double dashed stuff there. It's a little more pronounced. That's just a single yellow. You see the runway?
Oh, yes.
It's a little stronger and bolder.
Oh, yeah, there are two.
Yeah, it's double. So that's like a mini. A little mini.
Like Canara.
I don't get that plane. It's like a shtick.
A shtick? What's a shtick?
It's a Zokta shtick, you know?
No. What's a shtick?
A shtick is like, it's a kunz, you know? It's like a kunz. It's like, we didn't know what airplane to design. Let's come up with something that looks funny. That's a shtick, you know? Little shtick. TBM.
Oh, that's Cessna twin engine.
Yeah, what is it? Skycatcher, Skymaster.
Skymaster.
I think it's the Skymaster. It's called. Yeah. Twin engine.
Diamond the 820.
Yeah.
Mooney.
Cool airplanes.
So now the guy is checking with approach, whatever, he's preparing something for us to officially accept the clearance? Or is it already cleared?
It's already cleared.
Oh.
Yeah, he gave it to us.
So we will definitely not get on request.
Right. The on request is only when you ask for the clearance.
And it's not ready.
Right. Correct. Or it's ready.
And there are some traffic issues or whatever.
Yeah, but you know what? I can't confirm this. I've never been up there, but I'm assuming if you call him and he's biting his morning sandwich, and he needs a minute to get his bearings to give you your clearance, he'll just probably say on request.
That's not official.
You know what I mean? He won't tell you, hey, I'm finishing my sandwich and I'll give you your clearance in a moment. He'll just say on request.
On request.
That's my guess.
15 minutes on request.
I
Just
can't
burn fuel.
Yeah, I can't confirm nor deny that. But that's my guess. That's what I would say. I'd say on request as I bite my last third of my sandwich. On request. This is Juliet. Juliet.
And this is the run-up area,
Correct, yeah.
I would say. And we go all the way down.
Yep, to the corner. We could give people some room. Solid.
You use a scratch pad to write down clearances?
No, I do this right here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
with your finger.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh, it's not easy.
With the finger?
Yeah.
Yeah. It works. It works. It don't have to be pretty.
Oh no.
Yeah. As long as I understand it.
Okay.
There we go.
So now temperatures, engine.
Here we go. And we can go to 1700.
Okay. Boost pump on.
Off. We'll do the off for the run up. Mr. Full Rich. That's good.
Okay.
Perfect.
Right. 20. Left. 60.
Both. That's good.
Okay. Pressure, temperatures, suction, no. Carbide, no. Idle.
Everything looks good. High idle on this one. And we could check the autopilot, so you could just press that and see if you could override that.
Okay, so idle. Okay, autopilot on.
And then you could.
Can I overpower? Well, it's not hard.
Yeah, that one's easy on this one. It doesn't engage in that, but this one. But then to override that, you could hit heading, and then should turn to. It gets a little stiffer, so you could override it easily.
Okay, if I touch the trim, it should go out.
Yep, there you go.
Okay, so we are. Oh, trim. That's weird.
Yeah, it goes a little to the left. Remember in the air yesterday? So this thing, when you go forward on that side, unless you make it precise, it has a tendency to go to the left. So that's straight. But if you go even a little that way, it goes a little to the left.
How do you do that? On this side or on top?
I do the top one. Yeah, I just do the top. I do the top. There we go. Yeah.
Okay. So, are we done? Okay, now, flight plan?
Yep, so we could load the system exactly.
Well, I should have loaded the whole thing here. Pitot heat. Do we have a reading? It's, yeah, on Alt 1. Okay, and Alt 2, it's, okay, normal. Alright. So, let's put the flight plan in?
Yep, so we'll go to the map. And then with this, we'll have to put in the waypoint. So what you want to do is you want to go to take the clearance that you got, and the easiest way is to put it in for flight. because they gave you in the clearance Victor Airways, but they did not include the waypoints that are in the Victor Airways. So if you plug it into ForeFlight, does this match the clearance we were given?
Okay. So limbo, yes, 64. 2 work row, that's
Good,
okay.
yep.
Say, okay, Dana, Victor 3, Oceanside, direct, yes.
Perfect, good.
That's the same.
So we could go ahead, because we need to plug in every single waypoint on this, we could go ahead and do on every single one of these expand, and then put in all these waypoints, or we could take the chance that they won't give us direct to one of these intermediate waypoints, and just do the Victor Airways and the points that connect between them, because they're straight lines. So whatever you want to do, we could do. And you want to expand that. And there we go. So essentially, in a perfect world, you want to put these waypoints into the system.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay, so flight plan. We'll put limbo first.
Limbo, good, yep.
The first point, the GPS is
Correct, exactly. Right, because the GPS cannot help us with the LAX 170 radio. Nor can it help us with runway heading. Good. Enter.
Southwest USA, yes.
Good.
Accept. Wilma.
I shuffle the flight desk again, speaking. Actually, it's your co-pilot, as our captain is setting up the last few items here in the system for departure. Should be a beautiful flight down to San Diego this morning. Should be a nice, quick 24-minute hop over to San Diego. Once the captain's done loading the system and the ground crew's done loading the bags underneath, we should be on the way here. We'll wrap things up and just be a few more minutes. Do appreciate your patience. As always, do appreciate you flying with us here at Arno Air. And for now, folks, sit back, relax, and enjoy the flight. We'll keep the announcements here to a minimum, as we know you want to get some rest. All right, welcome aboard. Thank you. That's your favorite part.
I will never live another time. I have to come back to see that. So sad it's so far away.
Man. Unreal. What they sound like they're sleeping.
Dusty. Okay, walk row. It's easier on the G1000.
100%.
What?
Are you putting in Worko right now?
Yep.
So I believe it's WOKRO.
Oh.
There you are. Worko. WOR.
RO.
I'm sorry, you're right. Walkrow. Look at that, we're both catching each other. Perfect.
ELB is what? El Toro?
Yes. Elba. Man, I hope it's soup all the way there.
Dana?
Activate. Go. D-A-N-A-H. Dan. There you go.
Kelps. Strange names.
Yeah, it's interesting how they come up with these things.
Ocean side.
OCN. N. There we are. Good, and then KCRQ. There we are. And then what we'll do is we'll go ahead and zoom all the way out on this.
Not the approach yet?
Not that yet. No, we don't never want to load an approach as part of your thing because we don't yet know what we'll get.
Okay.
So let's zoom all the way out on the range. So all the way to the right. Not all the way, but until you can see CRQ.
The whole route.
Yeah, so we'll do a bird's eye view, make sure we're not going to Boston. Zoom out a little more. A little more. Good. There's CRQ.
Those are the TFRs.
Yep, correct.
You know that. Okay.
So the route looks good there. That's a bird's eye view. Now we'll go in here, highlight, and then all the way up. Now with the big knob, go down one at a time and confirm that against your,
okay.
your thing.
So Limbo, Vilma, Seal Beach, Tosti, Wakro, Toreador, Dana, Kelps, Oceanside, and RQ destination.
Look at that. Perfect.
So that looks good.
Absolutely solid.
Okay, now we want to tune in the LAX.
So we're already in VLOC, so all we need to do is go ahead and switch this 113.6 to the active. So you want to highlight this, and then switch that to the active. Good. And then you could put in the 170. The bottom, yep.
Of course,
yep.
it's okay.
170.
170 and runway heading, it's 290.
Good. I think it's 294, I believe.
294.
There we are.
Okay. Oh, there is the route inside the HSI?
Yeah.
Okay, and when comes time to switch to GPS?
We just press this button.
Oh, and it will go GPS, and everything will follow here.
Correct.
That's a killer switch.
Yeah. And now it switched the course again for whatever reason. So let's put 170 on there again. There we are, 170. There we are. Solid. What else is on our...
light, okay, comes up.
What else is on the clearance?
Okay, 3,000 feet. Initial climb is 3,000 feet.
Good.
Altitude. Okay, the QNH. Oh, QNH, you don't say QNH. You say altimeter setting.
QNH 1013.8 hectopascals.
2986. 2908. What? Less.
Boom.
Okay. There's no where's the QNH here? Baro set 2986.
Yep.
It's done. Okay. So we have set up the altitude, the baro setting. We do not have any more bugs to set up. We have to squawk.
Good.
Oh, squawk. 4702.
Good.
4702.
Solid.
On alt.
And when we're all done, we'll go through the whole thing and just make sure that we got everything. So the route, we took care of.
So the route we took care.
Heading, we took care of. The VOR, we took care of.
3,000, okay.
3,000, we took care of.
Frequency for departure will be 124.3.
Good. So at the end, when you're done loading your stuff in IFR, you always want to go back and just point, make sure you got everything.
Yeah.
124.3, and then
4702. So
got everything.
We have reviewed everything.
Solid. Good work.
Okay.
Phenomenal.
Okay. So we don't really need this at this point.
Correct.
I throw my airspeed in the back.
Correct. It's a useful tool, but you don't need it at this point. And if we do, it's right there.
Okay.
So we could get on with tower, which we are. Actually, we're on ground, so we could go there, tower. And we could stay over here. They'd like us calling from here, and we could say, Torrance Tower, Cirrus 906 Tango Tango, run up complete, ready for IFR release.
Before I do that, we go runway heading till 400 feet.
400. So runway heading until we intercept the 170 radial.
Are we already on an intercept course?
We are, yes, runway heading. Because remember yesterday they made us turn to 29er. Today we're already 294.
Okay.
Yep.
So runway heading until we intercept this.
LAX, and we'll climb and maintain 3000.
Okay, and at some point they will switch us to departure.
Correct.
Okay.
So easy schmazoo.
So we want to get ready before we call boost. So this, okay, flaps. Okay.
Good work. Recirc mode is off, and we can turn our lights on.
Okay, recirc. This is recirc?
Correct.
Okay, lights. There's only landing light to be.
Oh, you guys turn that on that. And then also, before we call them, actually, let's do a quick takeoff briefing.
Okay, takeoff briefing as far as the emergencies go.
Yep.
So if we have an engine failure on the ground for rotation, just kill the power and exit first on the left available. And advise ATC. If we have an engine failure after rotation below 680 feet, it's no caps, it's push the nose over. Would you go full flaps?
It just depends. If I lost an engine at 500 feet above the ground,
Yeah.
I would go full flaps while pushing the nose over,
Yep.
yes.
Okay. And re-land on the remaining runway. If there is no runway available in front of us, we'll do the best we can, left or right, where we can put it down. Engine failure at or above 680 until 2080, say. I would use caps immediately. Switch the fuel off, electrical off, and ignition off. Okay. And that's it.
Easy schmazoo.
Okay. Torrance Tower, Cirrus 966 Tango Tango in the run-up bay, 29er right, run-up complete, ready for departure IFR.
Cirrus 6 Tango Tango, Torrance Tower, Roger. Just request the base tops reports. You can pass along next controller, runway 29er right, clear for takeoff.
29er right, we'll go 6 Tango Tango.
Clear for takeoff.
Cleared for takeoff, 29er right, Tango Tango.
Good. You always want to include everything in the call. Solid. Arno, welcome to California.
And the low clouds.
And the low clouds. Look at that. Right into the soup.
Clear to land. Clear for takeoff, landing lights on.
We could land. We could take off, land. We could do whatever we want to do. Final's clear.
Final is clear.
Finale. And here we go.
So runway heading matches, 29er, we're good. Bows clear for takeoff. Feet on the 4. Feet on the 4.
4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4 Alright, takeoff power set. Engine indications are all in the green. And airspeed is alive. Good, the plane's ready. Awesome. Good work.
Okay, out of runway, gear up.
And above 90, positive rate of climb.
Positive rate of climb. Flaps up.
There you go. Solid. Head in the cockpit, runway heading. We're headed up to 3,000. When we're told to contact departure, we'll do that. I will look out for the basic
Tango,
tops.
Tango, contact SoCal departure, good day.
Contact departure now, 6 Tango Tango bye.
And show me 100 knots. You can just give them your altitude that you're currently at, and then altitude climbing to, and the heading.
SoCal Southwest 2591, 2000, climbing 5000 on the Zilly 4.
So 2591, so departure to contact, Commission 12000.
Maintain 12000, Southwest 2591.
SoCal, good morning. Cirrus 966 Tango Tango, passing 1,200 feet for 3,000. Runway heading.
Cirrus 966 Tango Tango, so departure, identity, Commission 5000.
Ident, climb and maintain 5,000, 66 Tango Tango.
Okay, 1875, Commission 12000.
Climb maintain 12000, Delta 8.
Where's the ident? Oh.
There you go. And we could adjust our altitude to what?
5,000.
Delta 624, Commission 5000, Connegaly Center 125.27.
So that's the heading. There you go. Solid. Good work. And I'll just give him the tops and bottoms.
Yep.
Delta 1875, Connegaly approach 134.35.
And look outside. Look at that.
Delta 1875, good day.
Don't forget to look outside. It's unbelievable. That approach for 6 Tango Tango, if you carried bottoms were 900, tops were 1800.
Thank you, sir. JetBlue 624, maintain 5000, Connegaly Center 125.27.
You maintain full power or reduce at some point?
No, you want to maintain full power. But show me 100 knots.
6 Tango Tango, turn left heading 180.
Left 180, 6 Tango Tango.
Good work. It is sunny up here.
Delta 2591, flight heading 250, contact LA Center 119.05.
Southwest 2591, alright, I got the heading 250, can I get the frequency again?
Yeah, Southwest 2591 is 135.5, 35.5 on the frequency.
35.
So after takeoff checklist,
Southwest 2591.
landing light off, flaps
Departure
up,
Delta 1095,
extra reach, boost pump off.
1600 for
After takeoff
5000.
checklist complete.
Delta 1095, heavy to departure to contact, climb maintain 12000.
Climb maintain 12000, Delta 1095 heavy.
Solid work. Solid work. So you see, he gave us a left turn. We're headed in the direction of limbo, but we're not going to limbo, because even if you reach limbo, we're continuing on the heading, correct, until he tells us to do otherwise. Here's the thing about IFR, you're always either on a direct to or on a radar vectors. Always. You always fall into one of those two buckets. And you always want to ask yourself, am I currently on a direct to or am I on a radar vectors?
So I don't care about the VOR anymore.
I don't care about anything. All I care about is 180 and 5,000 feet. Easy?
Easy.
That's it.
Schmazoo.
Schmazoo.
There's 6 Tango Tango, turn left heading 130, contact approach 125.35.
130, 12535, 6 Tango Tango.
12535.
American 539 is at a 1.55, 10 to 2.
American 539 says departure to contact, maintain 5000, 250 knots.
5,250 knots, American 539.
12535.
Yes, 2535.
Left direct, Clipper.
But there is no rush. I cannot finish my turn without
Correct. There's no rush. Don't ever rush. Don't ever feel rushed.
12535.
Correct.
Main 3, good day.
121.3, flight at 520, good day.
What's that, approach?
Approach. Correct, because we already made our initial contact with departure. Good work.
Now let me level off at 5.
You don't want to wait too long. So there's no rush in terms of, you could level off at 5, but just in general, they expect you to, otherwise he'll come on and say, hey, are you on frequency? But you could just call and say, approach Cirrus 96 Tango, level 5000, heading 130. That's it. And we could do 65% power.
Approach Cirrus 966 Tango, level at 5,000 feet, 130 heading.
Number 966 Tango, SoCal approach, roger, left heading in 080, when able direct to Seal Beach, the altimeter is 286.
Left 080, when able direct to Seal Beach.
6 Tango.
6 Tango.
Good. So he just, the 080 is to get you direct Seal Beach, so all you need to do is direct Seal Beach on here, and then keep the needle centered, so you don't even need to do 080.
But at first,
let's go to 65% power. We'll do one thing at a time.
55?
65.
55?
65.
65.
That's good right there. Of course, if you ever feel like you want to slow down to gain more time, you could feel free to do so. But that's that. And then we'll go into the flight plan.
Okay, flight plan.
Alpha 2666, contact tower,
Highlight.
119.4.
Highlight Seal Beach.
We're switching.
Direct enter.
2666, take care.
And then we'll switch it to GPS, which I just did.
How do I know it's Seal Beach I need to highlight?
How do you know what?
How do I know the point you're looking for now is Seal Beach?
Because he told us direct Seal Beach.
Oh yeah, whenever you get the chance, okay, alright.
Yep.
So now, I'm not trimmed at all.
Yeah, he said direct Seal Beach and 29086, which we have plugged in. I think it was 29086. And there we go, so 5,000, and now are we on a radar vectors or on a direct 2?
A direct 2.
Exactly. Does that make sense? You're always on one or the other in IFR. You're never on neither. If you're ever on neither, that means you lost comms. But even then, you should be on direct 2s with your lost comm procedures. Good. Solid. Good work.
Oops.
So you see we have 20 knots off the left. Yeah, and with that trim, if the plane goes left, just give it a few right clicks. There we go.
Okay.
So now we could do direct enter, just to straighten that thing, but be cognizant we have 18 knots of wind off the left. So that means that your heading will probably need to be somewhere in the vicinity of, I'm going with 065, 064.
Where is the track line?
It's right next to it.
Number 6 Tango, climb maintain 6,000.
Climb and maintain 6,000, 6 Tango.
Good. There we are.
On our way to Seal Beach.
Correct.
Okay.
And then add power.
Okay, so add power.
Good. And we'll go to 6,000.
SoCal approach, Catalina 80.
So now, if you think about climbing at a constant speed, or
south of Seal Beach at 3,000,
or just like flight level change does it,
Long Beach,
you tell it a speed to maintain, and then you throw a bunch of excess thrust at it. And then its only way to slow down is to pick the nose up. The byproduct of all that, the side effect, is an increase in your altitude. And that's how flight level change functions.
It's a byproduct.
It's a byproduct. It's not a direct thing.
And I pitch for whatever speed I want.
Correct. That's what flight level change does. Flight level change knows nothing about your altitude. All it knows is speed, and its only way to maintain that or control that is pitch. So if I tell it maintain 100 and I give it a bunch of excess thrust, it pitches up. If I tell it to maintain 100 and I give it create a deficiency of thrust, it pitches down.
And I wait for the speed to increase before reducing power.
That's totally fine.
Like at 20 miles south of Long Beach, maintain VFR.
Okay, let's use the autopilot then.
Good work. So we can ask ourselves the questions. Are we on do we want to track the course or a heading?
A course.
Cool. So we'll go ahead and press GPS.
GPS.
And then do we want to maintain our altitude, climb, or descend?
Oh, let me first go back to it.
You could just do this. VS plus the altitude together. So hit VS and then altitude. Good. And that's good. You see this is blue? It's armed, so now the plane will descend and level off at 6,000.
Tango,
Don't worry about the trim.
Intercept Victor 23, flight plan route.
I got it. 090, intercept Victor 23, 966 Tango. So you see what they told us? 090, which is a little bit to the right, intercept Victor 23.
Tango, contact approach 124.1, I'm good.
24-1, we'll see it there, 6 up there. And that's exactly what we talked about on the ground.
So again,
24-1.
oh, I should let go here.
Yeah, let the plane do its thing, because it's going to the course. So it's good, because we're a little off course, you see it? So it's going to the course.
Now, yeah.
Yeah, we're on Autopilot.
What did you say? You were just talking the same time? I forget.
Let me just do that, and then I'll explain to you what's going on.
Yep.
Let's reduce power to 55% power right now, just so we have time to stay ahead of the airplane. And I'll just do this real quick so we don't fall behind the plane. And then I'll explain to you exactly what happened. So we were going Seal Beach to Dana. So I'm going to do, so first of all, he wants us to go 090. So right now we'll sync the heading, and then we'll go heading mode, go to 090. And then 090, then he wants us to intercept Victor 23. So what I'll do here, while we're on heading mode, is I'll come up over here, and I'll delete this, clear, and then I'll delete this, and then I'll delete this, and now look what happens here in a second. Just what we talked about. You see, now we created the straight line, which is Victor 23 all the way from Seal Beach, and he wants us to intercept Victor 23. So we're on a 090 heading, so now what we'll do is we'll go ahead and do flight plan, we'll highlight that, and then we'll come down here, and then we'll do menu, and then if I activate the leg, it should activate Seal Beach to...
And it's the leg from Seal Beach...
From Seal Beach to Dana.
To Dana.
Correct. Actually, I believe it might be this one. Seal Beach to Dana, yes. And then activate. Nothing will happen here because we're on heading.
Yep.
But look, this will turn pink.
Change color, yeah.
Correct. So now he told us head 090.
So the controller said turn right, heading 090, intercept Victor 23.
23. And that's exactly the scenario we talked about on the ground that could be beyond confusing to someone, because Victor 23 in our case began at Dana, not Seal Beach. We were supposed to go to work row.
Yep.
And so because it happened to me many times and I'm familiar with
That's why you put the whole route inside.
We put the whole route because we were told to. That was our clearance. That's good.
No, all the points.
Correct. But yeah, that, you should always do that. But in our case, because I know this happened, then we talked about it on the ground.
Yep.
And lo and behold, it did happen. So there you have it. So that's what they do. I don't know why they do that. It's confusing. Let's go to press GPS. Good. And now the plane will turn and intercept that Victor 23, which extends from Seal Beach all the way down. So instead of joining Victor 23 at Dana, we're joining Victor 23 now, heading to Dana. Does this make sense?
Yeah. But had we not prepared for this?
Had we not prepared for this and you were unfamiliar with the area, you would be beyond confused right now.
Yeah, and what could I do?
Just let him know that you don't know Victor 23, and you go back and forth. He'd give you radar vectors. It's not a problem.
So give me your radar vectors to...
Worst comes to worst, we'll just tell you direct Dana, which is easy. Boom, direct Dana.
Yeah, but that would not intercept.
But that would be fine because he'd rather you do that than be precisely on Victor 23.
Oh.
He'd rather you know where you're going and what you're doing and be able to plug that into your avionics than just be lost.
So worst case, I could tell him, give me initial heading to intercept Victor 23?
100%. Absolutely. Don't be afraid of talking and asking approach for questions. If you don't understand what you're told, always verify and clarify. Does that make sense?
Okay, so back to 65?
65, yes.
Smooth ride in the descent till about 9.5. Now we got...
I'm happy that happened because that's exactly what we talked about on the ground. This is the most common wrench that's thrown at you on this specific route of flight.
3933.
And once you fly regularly in a certain area, you get to know the tricks.
100%. And that's
There's
just
a
what...
plane there. Okay.
Where?
Above the clouds.
Oh yeah, I see that. So they just departed John Wayne. Orange County is right down here.
1450.
1450 is perfect. Yeah.
392, FedEx approach 121.3.
Perfect.
113,
Solid. Look at that. So now, how far away are we from our destination?
Okay.
So here's how this works.
Okay.
This top one is the next waypoint. This bottom one is destination. So we have 47.8 miles to destination, 18 minutes, and we should show up with 60 gallons on board. That's what it's telling us.
Okay. So we do not have a top of descent calculation on this one?
Correct.
So we have to lose roughly 5,000 feet.
Uh-huh.
So that makes for 10 minutes. Plus...
But remember, your IFR, you'll descend whenever they tell you to.
yeah, but...
Just in general, yeah. How
have
to beginner descent, yep. 100%.
Oh, and this is the 101 indication speed here is the remnant of the vertical speed thing?
That's just the VY in this airplane.
It always show like this?
No, so you could change that with this right over here.
Oh.
Yep. So when you're climbing, IAS is the old flight level change equivalent.
Yep.
And so when you're climbing a flight level change, you could adjust your speed with this.
Okay.
Yep. It's
And
just defaulted.
So there's always a reading in this window.
Correct. Yeah, that's just...
And, well, I thought it would synchronize with the current speed.
Oh, got it. No, yeah. So this is just for the flight level change function.
Okay.
Yeah.
You climb with IAS and you descend with vertical speed?
Yes, why? Do you know why?
No.
So based off what you know of flight level change and vertical speed, take a guess why it's safer to climb with flight level change.
You're 100% sure to avoid stall.
Okay, good.
But, yeah.
Good. So what's the worst penalty that will happen in the event that I indeed don't have enough power for the plane to continue climbing in flight level change?
Won't climb.
Good. Right? So I'm willing to accept that penalty of I won't climb, but I'm not willing to accept the penalty of stall.
Stalling, yep.
In vertical speed, remember the plane inherently is, I don't even want to say stupid, it's not nice, but it just doesn't know what's going on. Vertical speed, all you're telling the servos to do is, hey, move that pitch to whatever needed in order to maintain a given rate, a given climb rate per minute. It doesn't care, nor does it know where your power's at, what your speed's doing. Not if the plane's stalled, it doesn't even know. It's just trying to maintain that rate. So when you use that in a climb, you could. It works, but if you get distracted, if you can climb high enough.
Descend and maintain 5,000, 6 Tango.
But if you get distracted, it doesn't care and it won't prevent stall. So, yep, boom and altitude together, correct. There you go. See, it's blue and it's automatically
Why
defaulted.
wouldn't you descend in IAS?
Because in a descent, we're not worried on lack of power and airspeed. And on a descent, we more so typically descend at a given descent feet per minute, and rather than airspeed. And the reason is for my ears to not hurt. So if I'm descending,
Down to 4,000, 2535.
if I'm descending, let's reduce power to 50%, just so we don't get too. If I'm descending, that's good. If I'm descending, I want to descend at a given comfortable rate for my ears to not pop and not hurt. If I go flight level change, the faster I end up going and accelerating on the going down the slide, guess what flight level change will do?
I don't...
So if I'm descending with flight level change and I give it excess thrust, flight level change will do what?
Will increase speed.
Will increase the pitch to slow back down because I told it to maintain the speed. It's flight level change.
Yeah, okay.
So it will arrest my descent.
Okay, so you're more in control of your descent with vertical speed.
Correct. Because in flight level change, if accidentally we're because what happens to the speed when you descend with gravity? It goes up. But when that goes up, my flight level change will arrest my descent. So it's a catch-22.
It defeats the purpose.
It defeats the purpose. So that's the first reason we don't descend in flight level change, because now you really need to stay on that power. And if you accidentally go a little too much excess power, even if you're not arresting the descent, it will reduce that descent rate and you won't get down in time. So you're in much more control with vertical speed. You still want to control your power to not get up to, the red line or whatever, but your descent won't arrest. It will be a continuous 500 feet per minute descent.
At this point, we plugged in minus 500 feet per minute because it's the minimum we have to for ATC.
500 is just, yes, it's a great default and it's comfortable on the ears, but you could control that with this as well. Yeah, exactly. So does that make sense why we descend with vertical speed? Yeah, it just makes a little more, it gives you more control. But in a climb, remember, I'm full power, I don't care. So just maintain that speed and take all that excess thrust.
Give me whatever you can.
Convert all that into a climb rate. I don't care if it's 10,000 feet a minute. Whatever you can do for me. That's what I want to do. I want to get up to my altitude. So that's sort of the philosophy there. But don't get me wrong, they both work magically, phenomenally
so
good.
Altitude, it's captured now.
Go back 65.
And go back to 65%.
Look at that. What other questions are on your mind?
No, I was looking at the fuel flow. Where is the fuel flow? Gallon 13, okay.
And we have it there as well, the top one.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
And there is a message? Oh, there's a message?
Yeah, it's just different airspaces and stuff. It flashes at you all the time.
Okay.
Now, in this time that we have, we can get going with your iPad and we can get going on frequencies for Palomar. So we could listen to the ATIS, we could plug in the ground, and we could get a head start. So
Palomar, it's 12015. Is ATC taking care of our descent profile?
Correct.
All the time?
Yes. What do you mean they take care of our descent?
Well, are they calculate? Well, I'm afraid
they're on it. They know exactly where they want us to arrive at what altitude. Correct. Yes.
6 Tango Tango, contact approach 127.3. Have a good day.
127.3, 6 Tango Tango. So we're direct.
You could once you're en route on your flight plan, all you need to say is level 5,000. That's it.
Okay.
That's it. And approach Cirrus 906 Tango level 5,000.
Approach Cirrus 906 Tango Tango level 5,000.
Cirrus 966 Tango Tango, SoCal approach. Information Oscar's current at Palomar. Advise Oscar, expect runway 24, what approach do you want?
ILS.
Expect 24, we'll pick up Oscar and we'd like ILS 24.
6 Tango Tango, roger, depart Oceanside heading 080.
We'll depart Oceanside heading 0806 Tango Tango.
Good. So from here to Oceanside, are you on direct twos or radar vectors?
Direct 2.
From Oceanside, will you be on direct 2 or radar vectors?
0 Hotel Golf,
heading.
for higher if you have it.
Heading.
Radar
That's how
vectors.
to shift you.
So it's a heading, so
0 Hotel Golf,
Radar
vector
vectors.
center 128.6.
Does that make sense?
Yep.
You're always on
for
one or
Zero
the other, one or the other, one or the other. And the best thing you could do, the best thing you could do as an IFR pilot is always ask yourself, am I currently on direct 2 or am I currently on radar vectors? And that right there will increase your situational awareness substantially.
okay, let's get the ATIS Oscar.
Yep.
So 12515 and listen to COM 2.
Altimeter 2986. Pilots approach in use, landing in departing runway 24. And the German, work in progress, adjacent taxiway Alpha, beam Alpha 2. Advice all contact, you have ATIS information, Oscar. Palomar Airport, information, Oscar, time 1.
Gillespie, winds calm 10,
visibility
1,300, 286, what approach do you
temperature
want?
18, 2.14, altimeter 2986.
We have the information, thanks,
Pilots
and
approach
we'll
in
get
use,
the
landing in departing runway 24. And the German, work in progress, adjacent taxiway Alpha, beam Alpha 2. Visual contact, you have ATIS information, Oscar.
80906. Roger, fly heading 330, vectors for traffic. You can expect
Airport,
60.
ATIS information, Oscar, time 1550 Zulu.
Right, 330,
filling 1000 overcast. Temperature 18, 2.14, altimeter 2986.
Sorry, AXOC at above
Pilot approach engine
3,700,
running at
third
party runway
GPS
24.
runway 9, circuit runway 27.
German, work in progress, adjacent taxiway Alpha, beam Alpha 2.
At or above 3,700, clear
Contact, you have
GPS
ATIS
runway
information,
9,
Oscar.
airport 80 call.
Palomar Airport, ATIS information, Oscar, time 1550 Zulu. Winds calm, visibility 9, feeling 1000 overcast. Temperature 18, 2.14, altimeter 2986. Pilots approach in use, landing at departing runway 24. And German, work in progress, adjacent taxiway Alpha, beam Alpha 2. Visual contact, you have ATIS information, Oscar.
And approach 6 Tango Tango, we have Oscar at Palomar.
6 Tango Tango, thank you.
Okay, so we can expect runway 24. So let's load the approach now.
We could load the approach. Good job.
So we're out of...
Air 906, reaching 5,000. You can
All
turn
you
left
need to
direct
do-
to a 6E
all you
and
do
join
is
the
procedures.
GPS final.
Select approach.
We'll turn left and join the
ILS 24.
Yes, right there.
906, make sure you're at
Now,
5,000
what's the initial
before you do
approach fix that you were talking about
Make sure
before?
5,008, sir, 906.
Oceanside?
If you pull up the approach, was Oceanside an initial approach fix? Or was it Homely? The one that we were talking about
Ready to
before.
call traffic,
No, that's not
11
that.
o'clock, about 3 miles. Turning southwestbound 5,000, Skyhawk, they'll stay above you. You can contact the tower. 119.87, good
There
morning.
we go. This one
All right,
right
look for the
here.
traffic over to tower
Homely.
19825, 80 call.
Homely?
Homely. See that? That's an initial approach fix.
906 here.
So when you load the approach, it makes sense to load all possible. So let's go ahead and select Homely.
Looking for traffic 80906.
Enter. And then we'll do load. And then we'll do yes. Good. And then if you hit flight plan,
3 kilo
That's it.
X-ray,
So it's all
normal altimeter 2986.
on there, so you can see it's all on there.
5 miles, opposite direction.
And you can see it's the ILS approach, Homely.
So I have to remove this?
You don't have to remove it. Once you activate the...
Tango, you might see a Cessna 414, about 12 o'clock, 5 miles, 1,000 feet above you.
Looking for traffic, 6 Tango Tango.
Tell them we can't wait. So you don't have to remove anything. When you load an approach, it's the equivalent of the system taking that approach and placing it on standby, right next to waiting to your flight plan. So you didn't change anything in terms of flight plan. So if we did not switch to heading and we just kept doing this, we would go from Oceanside direct to our destination, just like we loaded up the system. Once we go and do procedure and then enter on activate approach, guess what it does?
Goes to the IAF.
It draws a pink line between the aircraft's current present position to the initial approach fix that we selected when we loaded the approach. If we go activate vectors to final, it draws no line between the airplane and anything else, and it extends a pink line along the extended center line of the runway.
Okay,
Make sense?
makes sense. So we are 4 miles from Oceanside
Correct. And he told us to depart Oceanside on what heading?
on heading, so we are on nav now, heading 080.
Good, so we could set that. Good, and when we reach 0.3 miles from Oceanside, so 0.3,
We'll switch to heading.
we'll go ahead and just press heading.
0906, cross 60 at or above 4,000. Your
Why would you use this instead of GPS instead of nav?
GPS is for en route, flight plan course, and nav is for approaches. So you'll see we'll hit approach in a little bit when we come to intercept the course, and it'll arm and activate nav.
Traffic past, you know, factor,
Nav and glide
approach
slope.
124.1.
So nav is for approaches.
Tango Tango, you can fly heading 090 now, and that traffic was no factor.
Left turn heading 0906 Tango Tango.
Good, and then heading, and that's it. And then let's switch tanks. Boost on, and then tank, and then boost off. Solid. Good work. Absolutely phenomenal. So in terms of situational awareness, I want you to point out the window to where runway 24 is at. Where's Palomar in relation to us right now? Good. Solid. Good. Good. And you could always do that in IFR. You could sort of imagine where are things, you can't see them, but you could imagine them.
So we haven't reached.
So now we're on heading, right? He's giving us radar vectors. We could even go ahead and activate the approach.
Let's forget about the 080 he gave us before.
Yeah, forget about that.
Okay.
Yeah, that's gone.
Okay.
He gave us 090. So now you can do procedures, and then hit enter on activate approach.
From now already?
Oh yeah, it will clean the system up. It won't go anywhere because we're in heading.
Okay.
Do enter. So now we'll clean the whole system up. It'll give us good situational awareness. Do you see that? We're still on heading, so we're not doing anything.
Yep.
But right now, it cleaned everything up, and now look at that. We have great, clean situational awareness.
Okay, so we need the tower. Tower 118.6.
Good work.
Just to be ready.
Solid work.
And ground is 1218.
Absolutely phenomenal. Knowledge up on the flight desk, Gab speaking. Looks like we're about 5 minutes or so from our top of descent into San Diego this morning. Weather down in San Diego, winds are light to the southeast, beautiful 76 degrees Fahrenheit. Looks like cloudy skies this morning should burn off as we approach this as the day warms up towards the afternoon. Folks, it's been a pleasure having you on board this morning. As always, do appreciate your business here at Arno Air. And once we start down, seatbelts on, we'll be coming on, and we do ask that from that point on, you remain in your seats with your seatbelts securely fastened for the remainder of the flight. And we'd also like to ask our flight attendants to please prepare the cab for arrival. Thank you. Thank you, and welcome to San Diego.
And cabin service will be discontinued.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your flight attendant Miracle. We'll be coming through the cabin with a trash bag. We'll be collecting all of your items that you don't want. It's been a pleasure having you on board, and thank you. Oh,
okay.
Man.
Well, let's not get distracted.
Unreal. Unreal.
So now we throw all our descent planning through the window.
Right. Well, you still want to be aware, right? You still want to...
Says destination Oceanside.
Destination Oceanside. The next is Homely, and then destination is Oceanside. Why is the destination Oceanside?
6 Tango Tango, fly heading 070 to maintain 4,000.
Left turn 070, descend and maintain 4,000, 6 Tango Tango.
Good, and now that we're getting radar vectors, we'll go ahead and reduce power to 50%.
Should I?
Yeah, let's do the altitude first. So you don't have to do that. You could just automatically press vertical speed and altitude, and it automatically defaults to 500 feet a minute. You could lower that. So there's really no need to ever touch that. It automatically defaults to 500. And now let's reduce power to 50. Good. And you could do this. You could do activate approach as many times as you want. All you're doing is you're making a new pink line from you to the initial approach fix. So yeah, you can do that. And then all you're doing is you're just cleaning up the mess. You're cleaning up the mess. You're cleaning up the mess. You see that? Because we're on heading. So back to your question. Why is it showing destination Oceanside? I know you could figure it out.
Maybe the missed approach point.
Good. Good, because
fine.
remember, we cleared everything up. So our flight plan right now, next is Homely. The last one is the missed approach, which is predicated off Oceanside.
Oh, they have drawn a...
And they have the thing in there.
on hold.
Oh, the hold in there.
Which
so
is on the chart.
It's probably written textually in the... I'll show you. I'll pull it up on my ForeFlight.
So now we are on heading.
Correct. We're radar vectors. Exactly.
And at some point, so We are on the downwind now.
Okay, November 43 Bravo Golf is 1000.
Yep, they'll give us a right turn.
On the 24.
Oh, we need to load the
43 Bravo Golf.
107.
You don't have to do any of that, it automatically will do it. So it's already in standby. It's in standby. Once we switch, in a moment, if he gives us radar vectors, why have we not activated vectors to final? Because homely is still a possibility.
Yep.
Right? But once he tells us, hey, right turn and intercept final, we'll go ahead and do activate vectors to final. And then it should automatically switch. If it doesn't, we'll switch it on our own. But it throws it into the standby.
Okay.
So we're good there.
Do we want the flight plan here?
The flight plan for what?
Oh.
You could have that up, yeah, whatever you want. Whatever you like.
Just to be ready.
There's no right or wrong. And let's slow down. Let's maintain 120 knots at this point. And then 100 knots on the approach.
30% would do.
Whatever it takes. Good work. Look at that, sunny San Diego-ish. It's just north of San Diego.
Can you say again the frequency for 43 Bravo Golf?
3 Bravo Golf, it's 125.3, 25.3.
25.3, here we go. 43 Bravo Golf, thank you.
We could add some power because we're
6 Tango Tango, turn right heading 150, to maintain 3,300.
150, 3,300, 6 Tango Tango.
Good. 3,300. Solid. And then with the runway here, good, just perfect, that's it. With the runway here, it's upslope. So it'll be you can see it's a little upslope runway, so it'll be landing a little bit uphill. So now, is homely still a possibility?
No.
Good, is ESCON a possibility?
Yes.
Maybe, right? So we'll just keep this as it is. If he gives us another right turn past ESCON, we'll just do procedure, activate vectors to final. Make sense? So we're thinking ahead. You see how situationally aware we are?
Okay.
We're ahead of the game. Good. Let's slow down a little more so we don't blow through our final approach course, because in a moment here, he'll give us a right turn.
6 Echo 1000 on the runway 25 ODP, Oceanside.
Cirrus 6 Tango Tango, about 4 miles from Sidru, turn right heading 220, maintain 3,300 till established, you're clear to approach runway 24.
Right, 220, maintain 3,300 until established, clear for the ILS 24 approach, 6 Tango Tango.
220.
220.
36 Echo, so kind of.
And then we'll do procedures, activate vectors to final.
Oceanside, just verify you want to do the VOR.
So scroll up, activate vectors to final. Good, enter. Good.
VOR back
now,
to Oceanside,
press approach. Good. And that's it. So now it's automatically captured nav.
Oh, so you don't touch nav ever?
Right, because approach arms it. So it armed it, but the needle was already there, and so it came in. If we were further away, the nav would be blue. So now we're on the final approach course. You see that?
Okay, so the glide slope, we don't see, I don't see.
Right, because it did not go in. So check this out. Press CDI to VLOC. Good. And then highlight this. Put the 118 in the active. Good. And then it will come in a moment. And he said maintain 3,300 till established. We are established.
Contact tower,
Let's go ahead.
6, good morning.
Say contact tower.
Contact tower is 6 Tango Tango away.
Good. So now we are established. So we'll go ahead and reduce our altitude. And what altitude could we approach Sidru at?
36 Echo, about a mile or so from Oceanside, across the VOR, 2,500.
2,300?
Cool. So we'll do
2,500 cleared VOR Alpha 36 Echo.
Okay, and call tower.
And let's reduce power. And all you need to tell tower, maintain 100 knots. All you need to tell tower is tower, good morning, Cirrus 966 Tango Tango. Let's do that. So you see he got us on it a little high. So we're above the glide slope.
Yeah.
So let's go flaps 50 to help us get down. Say Palomar Tower, Cirrus 966 Tango Tango, ILS 24.
Palomar Tower, good morning, Cirrus 966 Tango Tango, established on the ILS
24.
6 Tango Tango, Palomar Tower, make sure to number 24.
Make straight in 246 Tango Tango.
Good. So now we're past Sidru. We wouldn't get to Sidru.
Runway 24, clear to land.
24, clear to land.
Runway 24, clear to land, 6 Tango Tango.
So we're past Sidru. We wouldn't get there at 23, so I lowered the floor towards our minimums. Once the diamond touches the center, it should engage. So if I press glide slope, it's blue. Once the diamond will touch the center, it will automatically capture and it will maintain that glide slope.
It did not capture because we were too high.
Because we were in GPS mode. It's just how we loaded this. So by the time we put it there, and yes, it did not capture because the diamond has been beneath us the whole time. Because he vectored us onto the approach
too high.
And then we were fast as well, so that's why I went flaps.
Okay, so mixture rich.
Good.
Fuel pump on.
And let's even go flaps 100. Just to help us. Let's go flaps 100. Good. And then we'll do this.
And maintain 100 knots?
Just maintain 80 knots.
80?
80 knots. I just want to get to, because we're above the diamond, do you see that?
Yep.
So we're playing catch up now.
29er right.
Not 29 right, 24.
There's only one runway here.
Well, we're yep,
okay.
24. So the diamond will come up. I want you to see what happens when the diamond touches the center. This will engage. All right, the diamond's coming towards us. Diamond's coming towards us. You see it's in blue, the glide slope?
Yeah, it's armed.
It's armed. Diamond's coming towards us. Now you could increase power to 90. Now that we reach the glide slope, you see it switched to green. Diamond is in the center.
Okay.
So now we're smack.
So this is not a normal configuration. Okay.
Correct, 100%. I was just playing catch up with the diamond. Yep. And there we go. And now with autopilot, you maintain it with power, the whole approach really. And then whenever you feel comfortable, put your iPad here, I got it. Whenever you feel comfortable, you can disconnect autopilot and you can hand fly to the runway. There we have it. Welcome to Palomar.
So,
500.
Decrease power.
Correct, decrease power, lower the nose. Decrease power, lower the nose, add power, raise the nose will keep your speed constant. Good.
I am visual now.
Good.
Decreasing speed to 80.
Yeah, you could reduce power. Yeah, go pretty much all the way. Yeah, go to idle. And then keep it coming towards the numbers. Good. Yeah, take your time dissipating the energy. Nose up a little more. Perfect, perfect. That's perfect right there. Good, good, perfect. Good. Awesome. Solid work.
Cirrus Tango, left at Alpha 5, depart.
Left at Alpha, and we'll go over to ATP Flight School building. Is that the FBO?
Number 6 Tango, contact ground, I'll get you there.
Ground, thanks, 6 Tango.
Alpha is this one?
Yep, yep. Perfect.
So Alpha 5.
And we could go here at this one. We could clear that. You know what? Actually, like, do you need to use the bathroom?
Nope.
So let's go over here. I'll just use the bathroom real quick. I'll just jump out like we did in Santa Barbara.
I can go as well. So we're.
Yeah. So each one we'll go together.
Okay.
So
do we need to call ground?
Yeah, I'll call ground. There we go. There we go. And what's ground? 121.18.
Yeah.
There you go. So you could just say clear of 24 on Alpha. Alpha 5.
And we go to
I
where?
want to go to Carlsbad Jet Center.
Ground, good morning, Cirrus 966 Tango, cleared of the 24, request taxi to Carlsbad.
966 Tango, Palomar ground, I understand you want to go to Carlsbad Jet Center, which is right in front of you, and you can taxi via Alpha.
That's correct, via Alpha to the Jet Center. 6 Tango.
Good.
Where is Alpha? This one here?
This is Alpha, yeah, this whole thing is Alpha. Yeah, it's just... This whole thing is alpha.
Does he see us, you think? Oh, there.
Yeah. Carlsbad Jet Center.
How do they know we're coming for them?
I have no clue. I guess they were just kind of eyeballing us.
Yeah, but there are other FBOs.
Yeah, it's true.
That means keep going straight.
No, let's just do... No, you know what? Here, my airplane?
Your airplane.
My airplane. We're good. I don't want to go all the way in there. It's fine. Let's just do this. Let's go to ATP. That's too involved over there. And ground for 6 Tango Tango. I actually would like to taxi down to the ATP FBO, down Alpha.
6 Tango Tango, Palmer ground, roger, taxi ATP V Alpha.
ATP V Alpha, thanks 6 Tango. Alright. That was like a tease for them, but that would just be too involved. We don't want to park like that. I just want to jump in the bathroom real quick. Your airplane?
Okay, my airplane.
Your plane?
ATP?
Yep, so it's just down here on the right. Welcome to Carlsbad.
Oops.
Arno.
So you choose whatever FBO you...
Yeah.
Atlantic, I've already...
Remember what we said yesterday, as long as there's communication, there's negotiation. Always. I could go back and forth with them all day long and tell them, you know what, I want to go to that one, no, I want to go to that one, I want to go to that one. I want to go to that one.